Ludlam.
Thank you, Mr President. My question's to the Foreign Minister, Senator Carr. The Minister would have seen recent reporting about the fact that sections of the Asian White Paper were rewritten by Professor Alan Gyngell, formerly of the ONA, in part in order to amplify sections of the report on the continuing role of the United States in the region as it expands its military presence. Can the Minister confirm that the White Paper was redrafted in this fashion, and if so, why?
The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Bob Carr.
I'm not able to confirm that, but it's clear that in the production of a White Paper, many people are consulted. I can confirm that consultation was widespread, and there would be nothing untoward about a White Paper of this importance, dealing with the Asian region and Australia's relationship with it, would acknowledge the continuing role in the Asia-Pacific of the United States. It's a factor. The United States is there, and all the nation-states of Asia would have a view on that. And there's a widespread view, for example, among the 10 nations of ASEAN, that they very emphatically do want the United States to continue to have a role in the Asia-Pacific, and that is, well, I'm elaborating on the question. The consultation was widespread, and it was the Senator Ludlam himself who raised the question of the United States, the role of the United States in the Asia-Pacific. And I'm saying any White Paper that charts Australia's future in Asia would have to acknowledge the presence there of the United States and the fact that overwhelmingly the nations of the region want a United States presence. They want a United States presence. And I made the point that that's particularly marked when you consider the views of ASEAN. In recent weeks, we've had visits here from Singapore, the Defence, Foreign and Trade Ministers, from Myanmar, the Foreign Minister, from Philippines, the President and the Foreign Minister.
Time's expired. Time's expired. Senator Ludlam.
Thanks, President. I thank the Minister for his evasive answer. I will take from it a tentative yes. Does the Minister acknowledge that the fact that this happened at all undermines the effectiveness of the very welcome strategy of engaging with our Asian neighbours if we are simply seen as the regional Deputy Sheriff of the United States?
Order. 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 The Minister. The Minister.
I didn't hear the interjection.
Order.
What was it? I didn't.
Order.
Mr. President,
Just to ignore the interjections, as I've said earlier in question time to other people, and just answer the question.
Mr. President, I thought it might have been entertaining, but I didn't understand it. Mr. President, under this government, no one would use such a foolish expression as deputy sheriff. And in fact, the former Prime Minister, your great friend John Howard, had a view on a US presidential election. So don't you? John Howard famously said that a victory for Barack Obama would be a victory for Osama bin Laden. And the ultimate irony is that it took President Obama to execute Osama bin Laden. So don't talk to me about ill-advised comments by Australian
Senator
governments.
Carr, resume your seat. Order. 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 Senator Ludlam.
Thank you, President. My question is in terms of relevance. While the Minister is waxing lyrical about extrajudicial killings, I wonder whether he might draw his answer to the question that I put to him.
Order. Order. The Minister has 11 seconds remaining. I do draw the Minister's attention to the question. The Minister.
I think the families of the victims of September 11 and the families of the victims of Bali would have a view about the suitability of so-called extrajudicial killings.
Time's expired. Senator Ludlam.
Thanks, President. I'll try and draw us back to the topic of the question. Has the government assessed the impact on Australia's perceived place in the region of basing United States Marine Corps as well as naval and air force elements on Australian soil?
The Minister.
Well, Mr. President, I mentioned earlier Singapore's engagement with us, the recent visit by the 3 ministers in the Singapore government. They have a US naval deployment in Singapore. I know of no governments in the Asian region apart from China, which have expressed concern about a rotating marine presence in Northern Australia. And in respect of China, I say this, that just as we don't object to China's military modernisation, while at the same time asking the Chinese to be explicit about its purpose, about its scale, about its direction, no one can raise an objection to Australia attending to its security concerns by nurturing a treaty relationship that goes back a very long time, not just 50 years to the ANZUS Treaty, but 50 years earlier than that, when the Deakin government expressed an interest in American involvement in the Asia-Pacific.
Senator Polley.